Hey everyone, very soon we have got another event, UFC Fight Night Strickland vs Hernandez. It's a solid card for a fight night, so let's break down the most interesting fights. Let's start with the heavyweights, Sergey Spivak vs Ante Delia. Delia recently burst into the UFC rankings, knocking out his longtime rival Marcin Tybura in his debut. After that, he had a very strange fight where he first scored a knockout and then got knocked out himself by Waldo Cortez Acosta. Now, this is his third fight in the promotion and he's facing Sergey Spivak. Even though Spivak is going through a rough period right now and is on a two-fight losing streak, I'm still picking Spivak. I think his wrestling will be the key to victory against a striker like Delia. My verdict, Sergey Spivak by win. Next fight, Dan Ige vs Melquizael Costa. Finally, Costa gets an opponent from the top 15. I feel like Dan Ige is barely holding onto the top 15 level at this point. I think the younger Costa wins this fight and dominates in all aspects. I honestly don't even see the need for a deep breakdown. Costa looks better everywhere. With 6 wins in a row, he is ready from even higher ranked opponents. My prediction, a confident win for Melquizael Costa. And now the co-main event, the experienced and tough Geoff Neal coming off a KO loss to Carlos Prates faces Serbian finisher Uroš Medic. These are two guys who love to strike. Medic has finished all of his wins, mostly by knockout and mostly in the first round. But I don't see high-level opposition on Medic's record. Against strong fighters like Miktik Oralbay or Jalen Turner, he lost by stoppage. In his most recent fight, he beat Muslim Salikhov, who is already over 40. I don't think Medic has really earned this matchup, especially against someone like Neal. Yes, Neal lost his last fight, but he's a tough competitor. He gave serious problems to top young fighters like Shavkat Rakhmonov and Ian Gary. He's also said that he's left his bad habits behind recently, so I expect him to feel much better coming into this fight. I clearly see a win for Geoff Neal here. And finally, the main event, Sean Strickland vs Anthony Hernandez. Strickland is one of my favorite fighters, mainly because when I first started watching the UFC, there was a lot of hype around him. The beginning of my MMA journey always reminds me of him. Even though he says a lot of crazy stuff and his style isn't always exciting, I have that connection. Today, since I like picking underdogs, I'm going with Strickland. He was a lot of experience, many 5-round fights, and that strange style with his constant jab. He forces his opponents to fight his fight, and I honestly can't remember many times when someone completely dominated him. Yes, Hernandez is a real top-level fighter. He works well on the ground, applies heavy pressure, and fights with high intensity. But I think at this stage he won't be able to get past Strickland. I'm choosing the older fighter, a striker against a strong grappler who's on an 8-fight winning streak. But this time that's my call. I believe Strickland can impose his game and win this fight. That's it guys. I hope it turned out well. I dream of becoming a well-known and professional UFC analyst, and for that I need the support of every viewer so I can keep developing and improving my work. And you can see my full predictions for the entire event on the screen right now. After the tournament, I'll make a full breakdown of the fights, and next week I'll be back with an analysis of the next event. Thank you all and have a good day.